This house did not close itself off to escape the city. It created a skin so it could keep breathing within it. Cocoon House in Vietnam is part of a row of houses in a planned urban area. Expensive, but left somewhat neglected after the economic crisis. And this context matters because the house was not built on a free, beautiful, isolated site. It was born from a common urban condition: close neighbors, limited freedom, the need for security, a narrow facade, and an old structure that no longer worked well. The most interesting point here is not simply renovating an existing house. It is transforming a tight, heavy, confusing urban house into a lighter, greener, more livable place without losing protection. The house needed to open to light, wind, and plants, but it also needed to preserve privacy and security. The answer was to create a kind of cocoon. This cocoon appears at both ends of the house. The old balconies, at the front and back, were wrapped in a skin of ventilation blocks. This skin does not work like a conventional wall. It does not block everything. It filters. It lets light in, lets wind pass through, allows rain to reach the green areas, and at the same time creates distance between the street and domestic life. That is why the name Cocoon House makes sense. The house does not become a fortress. It also does not expose itself completely. It wraps itself in an intermediate layer, like an urban cocoon, protected but still porous, reserved but still in contact with the climate. The skin of ventilation blocks changes the house's relationship with the city. During the day, it breaks the light and creates shadows over plants, floors, walls, and furniture. At night, the effect reverses. The interior light passes through the openings and turns the facade into an almost lace-like surface. The house gains presence on the street, but without fully revealing what happens inside. At the back, a new kitchen block was added. The roof of this volume becomes a terrace for the primary bedroom on the second floor. The facade is not just an image. It performs. It protects, ventilates, shades, lets rain enter the gardens, and creates privacy. Instead of choosing between a closed, safe house and an open, ventilated house, the design here works in the middle ground. This middle ground is essential in a dense city. Many urban houses end up closing themselves too much because of fear, noise, proximity to neighbors, or lack of privacy. Others open too much and lose intimacy. Cocoon House tries to find a third condition, a house that breathes without giving itself away completely. Before the renovation, the structure was more clustered and complicated. Instead of demolishing everything, they added a floor, created a mezzanine, and reorganized the spaces so the house could gain more light, more circulation, and more possibilities of use. The transformation did not depend on a major demolition, but on a new way of occupying what was already there. One of the advantages of the lot was having open spaces at the front and at the back. In a narrow urban house, this is valuable. Landmark uses these two ends to bring the house closer to small gardens. Cocoon House does not try to look like a completely new house. It remains a renovation of an existing structure within an urban row, but it changes the way of living. What was once more closed, fragmented, and heavy now gains filters, gardens, terraces, light, and ventilation. In the end, Cocoon House is a house about protection without isolation. A house wrapped in ventilation blocks, a house that closes just enough to protect, but opens just enough to breathe. It shows that in an urban house, nature does not always need to appear as a large garden. Sometimes it enters more subtly, through rain passing through a porous skin, through wind moving between the blocks, through filtered light on the balcony, and through small gardens that transform an ordinary house into a habitable cocoon within the city.